Friday night talks.
Let's make something to eat, babe.
Alright.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I want to make this. Yeah, I want to make that pizza.
Yeah, let's eat that.
Yeah.
Nice.
How's it looking? Oh, healed
And
up.
what is that? Is that a thumbprint?
It is.
Whose thumbprint is that? This Frank guy?
Yeah.
Who's this fucker? Lucky guy to be on your body, huh? That's the ultimate scarring.
Yeah, it sure is.
Ah.
The Frank guy was supposed to do the same thing for me, but he didn't.
Huh. That's crazy. That's a big commitment right there.
I know.
To put it on your body.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts. It's like a movie.
It is a cool camera.
Fucking dope.
What is uncured pepperoni?
You know how the deli meats are cured or uncured? That's what that means. It's cured.
Cured of what?
What's up?
Hi. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Look at that furry thing on there.
It's the microphone.
Looks like a furry.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Hmm?
Nothing. I feel like I'm being interrogated.
Well, maybe. Is that right? I put it lower. Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. So, how's your week?
My week?
Yeah.
Terrible.
What happened? Financial issues? Boyfriend problems?
What's new?
You sound miserable.
I'm sure things could always be worse. I don't know how, but I'm sure it could be.
How can they be worse? Like, you could, like, lose your phone. You could have life without a phone. That would be horrid, would it not?
Mm-hmm. Everything's perfect. Right, Cooper?
You don't sound too stoked about life.
What are you gonna do?
Which method do you prefer? The noose or the magic pill? Or the cliff? Your tits are hanging out.
That's the only good thing I have left.
What's with the self-deprecation? You sound like a teenager.
If only I were. Life was so easy back then. Cooper lives the good life.
He gets to chill.
Which
And he doesn't know about the world. He doesn't have all these other issues because it's all in your head. So you're at a point of let it be. Let things fall where they may. Is that where you're at?
That's all I can do.
That's interesting.
I can't fix it.
So what's your opinion on the whole Enzo Amore scandal? It's the wrestler
The bitch looking for attention.
that got accused.
I don't think he did anything.
Enzo Amore is the wrestler, and he was accused for rape. You know? Not harassment or like just straight up rape with the girl. And then text messages came out. It's been 3 months. He's been investigated, but he has not been charged. Enzo, he has not been charged. And the WWE fired him based off of allegations. Well, first they suspended him And then he didn't necessarily get fired, but they pretty much came to terms on the release. The rumor is that he wanted to do his rap career anyway, but they pretty much, they left him out to dry. And what do you think about that? His place of business, you know, he's one of the top draws in the company, and they don't have his back.
Not at all.
You know, any liability,
They don't care about them.
they don't have his back. They're not looking out for him, you know, just over allegations off of Twitter.
Not loyal.
You know, and they pretty much separating themselves from him.
They don't want anything to do with it.
See, they do the contracts these days. They're all like independent contractors, you see? And the girl claimed rape off of Twitter. This was like 3 months ago. But now what's coming out is there's text messages that she was bragging. Text messages to her friends that I'm in bed with a famous wrestler.
Believe it or not, bitch.
And she stayed the night,
And I'm laying in bed next to a famous wrestler.
and so it looks like
Believe it or not, bitch.
people are
And I'm laying in bed next to a
convicting
famous
people, and they're judging people off of Twitter. But how do you feel about that? That people can go around, just say whatever they want, and slander a person's name.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
I mean, people got to come out. You know, this is why women are scared to come out, because they're gonna fucking get blasted as looking for a payday, looking for some fame, looking for celebrity, looking for their 15 minutes of fame. This is why women are scared to come out, because of this. But at the same time, people like Enzo, his whole career is ruined over something, over allegations that have not been proven, that have no merit and no weight to it. It's just the society we live in. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I mean, is his career actually ruined?
Yeah, they fired him and he's done. It's over. And the thing is, he hasn't even been arrested. They could have waited to at least.
So even if he's cleared of everything, they're still not gonna.
Well,
Can he sue them for like wrongfully?
Well, they came to an agreement, but let's say for hypothetical purposes, that ain't right. He should be able to go after the WWE for jumping the gun. But they're so hard up on women, you know, making themselves look good that they're, you know, because they got the first Royal Rumble, Women Royal Rumble this Sunday. They're trying to be pro women, and they're trying to lock it down. You know, that dropping the hammer. They're absolutely no tolerance for anything sexual assault, sexual harassment. So it's a PR thing, and they're making an example.
This could happen to anybody, though. Anybody can.
And that's the problem.
Of anything.
You know.
If you tell a girl she's pretty, that could be sexual. That could be.
And this whole movement. What's the movement called? Me Too movement. What do you think about it? It started with Alyssa Milano. Tell me about the movement. What's so funny?
I don't know anything about it.
Well, it started with the hashtag. Alyssa Milano did the, what's it called?
Me Too?
The Me Too, and women that had a sexual were victimized. Me Too, and that started spreading. You know, I think it was like last August. Reese Witherspoon, a lot of celebrities got in on it and tweeted that. Tweeted Me Too.
harasser, I guess. Everyone has been.
And that's the problem with that movement. I guess it's okay to bring awareness, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, what constitutes sexual harassment or sexual assault? And that's the confusion, because everyone's coming forward with this, like, me too, but they're finding out, like that Indian guy that got plastered the other week. That's that comedian. I forget his name, but they found out he just had a bad date. There was no, sexual harassment.
I guess it's a spectrum now.
Sure, you want to do this.
So people.
Yes, I will speak on the topic of Aziz.
So that's the problem with this whole movement. And this is like with the whole Donald Trump thing, because Donald Trump made some advances,
I think
right?
that some women
He made some advances on women in the past, and everyone came forward.
Rather,
Like that sexual
some
harassment,
men
even
have a
approaching rape, you know? So women are just misinterpreting it, and that's what's going on. And it's having a huge backlash in society today. You can say anything on Twitter. You can tell all the fucking fairy tales all you want, like that Philomena girl that got Enzo. And they're going to take it as fact, and they're going to fucking treat you as such. And it could happen to anyone, and that's the problem. People say, oh, you're a rape apologist. You're making excuses for the rapists. Don't side with the rapists and make excuses. It ain't about that. It's about that could fucking happen to anyone. Crucified and judged and convicted before even the facts are coming out. Based off of fucking tweets. And it ain't right. It makes me sick. And, people that do that, you see people on Facebook or Twitter, they do that. And you know how in like a newspaper, they get some facts wrong, then they come back in another edition, fixing the facts. Yeah, they apologize. People that make the tweets and like saying, oh, Enzo's a piece of shit rapist, they don't make another fucking post or another tweet, recanting their accusations, They should at least apologize, and, people that aren't Twitter, at least make another post, a statement, right? If they had any decency, they would.
Regardless of what happens, his life and career is over.
Yeah.
Even whether it was true or not.
Yeah, slander. He hasn't even been charged, so he can't even. How is he supposed to be exonerated? There's nothing. He hasn't even been arrested or charged. He may or may not. We don't know.
You'll never know.
But it did damage, and it's not right. So what do you think? What do you think the solution is, other than to cry about it? It's having huge backlash right now.
What does Enzo say about it? Like, what is?
Yeah, he just had a statement with his lawyer. He unequivocally or whatever denies the allegations, and that's all we can do. That's all like men these days, when it's been coming out a lot. All they can do is, the pattern is they're put in a spot of denial. They just can deny it. But she's bragging. She's on Forbes magazine now, TMZ interview. So, and that's the problem. And this is what people are upset about, because she's ruining for other people by crying wolf.
She's got a bank off of this.
People that actually do get raped and bent over in an alleyway, choked out in their booty hole, stretched out. People aren't going to believe them because of broads like her. Ooh, it's bright.
I know. How do you feel?
Friday night talks. Friday night talks.
Friday night talks. Talks.